Alright everybody, here we are, we're on Playa Negra, Black Beach. Andy?
Hello everybody.
And as you can see, our little buggy's parked across the street over here. And because the beach is right up the main road. But I'm still wondering why it is that people don't care for this beach. Here it is, a Sunday. It's going to be one of the busiest days of the week on the beach. And have a look up and down this beach here. I'm going to show you something. Come with me, okay? Gorgeous sand beach. Look at this. Just gorgeous, isn't it? But look up and down the beach. As far as you can see, beautiful ocean, beautiful scenery. Look at this, just absolutely gorgeous. But the one thing it's missing is people. Now there are a couple of people on the beach, but you know, if this was a beach in the States, it would be jam-packed. I don't care what color the sand is. So I really don't know what the problem is with this black beach and why people don't care for it. I love it. It's peaceful. It's quiet. It's not secluded, but it doesn't have the traffic that a lot of the other beaches seem to get. So we're going to be here for a few minutes. We're sitting down and we're sitting right here at one of these little tables. And as you can see across the street, there's a little restaurant and Tropical Paradise over here, which is a little type of a resort. But we're going to be, but look at the tables. Nobody, just us. And it's just kind of crazy, isn't it? I don't, like I said, again, I've asked around and nobody really seems to know what the answer is as to why people don't want to come onto this beach. But I love it. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. Let me get a shot over here. Here's over here at this point, as you can see in the distance over here. That's Puerto Viejo. And we'll be heading over there in a few minutes and show you the beaches. And this is the opposite of what it's like to live on a postcard. Unfortunately, this beach here, not unfortunately, this beach here just seems to be amazing. I mean, just amazing. It's got a nice rolling surf. The coral isn't in through here, so you don't have a lot of the break, as you can see over here on Playa Punta Uva, and I'll show you that when we get over there, how the coral is in so close it only leaves pockets of water to swim in, where this is just wide open. And just absolutely stunning, isn't it? Alright, we'll get back in a little while. Now, I'm looking at trying to find some dolphins. The dolphins have been jumping and we've been trying to get them, so let's see if we can just kind of eyeball here a little bit and see if we can maybe see one of them jump. That would be just cool, wouldn't it? There's one right there, just barely surfaced. I don't think I got it though. But it's really cool that we sit here and you can watch the dolphins swim. In another time of the year, they say that the whales come in or close to shore, which would be really cool. I haven't seen any whales out here yet, but looking for them. Again, this is Playa Negra, Punta Uva, Costa Rica. And now I know what's going to happen. As soon as I put the camera away, we're going to see another one, or a couple more porpoise. I can see them barely breaking the surface out there, but we've seen a couple of them come up really nice. Actually do a little bit of a jump. But not seeing much right now. Like I said, I know what's going to happen. I keep lifting the camera above the horizon, sorry about that. I know what's going to happen. As soon as I put this camera down, turn it off, we're going to see the dolphin jumping again. I think they're maybe just a little camera shy. But, alright, we tried. We'll try again if we see him coming back. Alright, we're here at Puerto Viejo Beach now. And we've just got here. We're going to head over here to the beach. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, like I've been saying, there's two sides to living on a postcard. One is, for us, is the Monday through Friday when things are a little bit different. And then here's what I want to show you about how it gets on weekends. And of course, it's not really any different than any major tourist attraction or any other summer beach. Only it's summer here all year. So this is every weekend. So, all right, we're going to give you a little show. We're going to flip around here, and we're going to the Puerto Viejo beach. And there we go. As we go down, remember I was telling you that the coral comes right up to the reef here, right to the beach. And so what the people use is the open areas, as you can see here, where the coral has pockets, and in these pockets are little pools, and this is where the people here in Puerto Viejo, this is the beach on Puerto Viejo, and this is how it's used. But as you can see from last week when we looked, there was nothing, and now, as you can see, it's kind of busy. So we're going to move on down this way, and head up around some of these trees. We're going to make our way around the beach so that you can see coral here. Like we were saying, the people swim in. As you can see, the coral comes right here to the beach, to the edge of the beach, and stretches out all the way out through here. So there's no place to swim in this area here per se. There's no place to swim in this area here per se. But on the one side here to the left, and then you go on the one side over here to the right, there's a pocket, okay? And what it does is head around this way. As you can see, it's again full of people doing what people do on a typical beach day. And as we come around this side here from the tree that we were just at, you come around, you can see the coral continues to come through here and all the way down through. And I'm actually even walking on old coral. Okay?
It's called Chino Beach.
And this is called Chino Beach, Puerto Viejo. Oh, kids having fun. People doing, and another pocket for swimming. We're walking right along where the edge of the surf is making contact, trying not to get my feet wet. And again, a pocket of open pocket. And when we get over here, again, and more coral. The coral is cut out all along through the areas. And continuing. And again, here we go, another pocket full of people. People doing what people do at the beach. But this is a really strange beach. I've never seen anything quite like this, the way that it's structured and the way that people utilize it. I mean, I guess you use what you have available, but there are other places available closer. And we'll be heading to another beach here in a few minutes. It's called Cocles Beach. And Cocles Beach is a little further south from here. It's a little further south from here. We're going to be heading down, and we're going to be showing you that beach and the contrast between this beach, Black Beach, and this beach, and then back to our home beach of Puerto Viejo. So we'll be coming back in a few. So stick with us, and you'll get to see the next one. All right, next beach coming up. Okay, guys, here we are. We're on Playa Cocles Beach. Got tongue-tied here for a minute. We're on Playa Cocles Beach here, and we've just come in. It's probably 11 o'clock in the afternoon. It is, I'll tell you exactly, it is 11:30, and I would think the beach would be a little bit more busy than this, but it's not quite as busy today as it normally is on weekends. But I'm still going to show you around. And so you can compare to last week's video when we came out here and there was nobody. Okay, we're starting here by a little place that sells calzadas. It's like a walking taco. If you know what a walking taco is, it's like a walking taco, only
it's
with
all
seafood and chips instead of taco meat chips and that sort of thing. It looks like we got a surfer out there, a couple of them, nope, just one. So we're going to head out here and give you a walk down Cocles Beach. And as you can see out here, let me see if I can find you. There's, if you can see them, you'll see them. There's somebody on a surfboard out there. There they are. Maybe we can catch them riding a wave in. Let's see if we can, we'll wait here for a minute and see, maybe we can catch them get on a wave. There they go, look at that. Oh, missed it. I guess you got to time the wave just right. I don't know anything about surfing. And they don't seem to be getting the swells that they want to ride one in, so we're going to head on down the beach and looks like they're going to try to get on one. Ah, missed it. Getting up just a little too late, it looks like. That's okay, they're trying. I'm not a surfer, so. Now over here we get the, this is where they do the surf lessons, as you can see, surf rentals and lessons. And there are several of these along down the beach. And that's what these flags indicate here. Just a marker for so they know where to bring their surfboard and stuff back to. I'll show you the swim flag is yellow today, and as you can see, nice rolling surf. A few people out doing, again, what people do on an afternoon at the beach. And we're going to walk up a little closer off of shore here and see if we can't get some of the businesses that are open down through here along the beach. So there's quite a few little family-owned, of course they're family-owned, they're just little small huts or a shack that or a box that they've got that they do things out of. There's another surf lessons place here. And you can see this is the pricing for their lessons. We're starting to come in. As you can see out here, there are little stands, food stands selling empanadas or selling tacos of some sort or something to that effect. There's one guy over here, he's selling coconuts. You open the coconut for the coconut milk. And that's quite a popular drink down the beaches. Let's go out this way. Go out around the tree here. Again, the traffic is starting to pick up. There's a lot more people on the beach than there were. But by the end of the day, come 3 or 4 o'clock, it's going to be wall-to-wall people out here just about. As you see. Now in our one video, a day out with a friend, it's with Sherry, we were here, and right here they had a wedding ceremony. And I showed you a little bit of the wedding ceremony that was going on. They had it all cleared out over here. And they did the complete wedding ceremony thing. Again, though, it's public beaches in Costa Rica are public, meaning you can have an event on them, but somebody can walk right up into the middle of it if they really wanted to. It's kind of weird.
And this is the restaurant right here. Where people cross. Sit here.
One of the beach restaurants.
Right here. You can see what's going down. This is a sushi place.
So there's a lot that goes on here on Cocles Beach. A lot of things to do. A lot of professionals. Again, more surf rentals. Workout area. And this is where our friend Sherry trains at. She's got her personal trainer, and she's up here working out hard. I'm not into that, but that's up to her, you know. You see the caution flag is out for swimming. The yellow flag is out. And this is not really a typical weekend here at Cocles Beach. Normally, what's going on here is a lot more people, and there's a lot more things going on. And it'll pick up later in this afternoon, probably around 1 or 2 o'clock, another hour or two. And as you can see, the traffic's actually getting heavier. There's more traffic going by, so it's going to be quite busy and quite happening out here this afternoon. And our next stop is going to be our beach, Punta Uva, and we're going to head to the house, and then we'll walk out to the beach. I'll open the gates and give you the surprise shot, and we'll show you what our beach is like. A postcard is like on a weekend. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, now you remember the Punta Uva Beach, our beach here outside of our gates from last week's video, and I've shown it in a couple of other videos. Well, we're walking out. This is what it's the flip side of living on a postcard. What happens on the beach on the weekends, and well, you'll soon see here in a minute. So we're headed toward the gates. So we're just about to our gates, so we'll be opening them up. I'll be going through one of the walkthrough, and we'll show you what's going on outside of the gates. All right, are you ready for this? Let's check it out. Okay, here's the gate. Here's the walkout, and here we go. This is what it's like. We got vendors sitting up. We've got,
which we bought lunch from her today.
Which, nothing wrong with it, but people, and there are people, and they park everywhere. If you can see. Okay, so let's look down this way. Just the sheer amount of people. Look, you gotta walk down through here. They come by the tour bus full. They come by the carload.
This is the third bus that we have around us.
And this is what happens to our postcard beach on the weekends. Reveal party. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
They it's just non-stop people.
It's a girl party.
This appears to be some sort of baby shower. I see the pink smoke, so it must be a reveal party, and it must be a girl. Now here's the thing, though. Being here in Costa Rica, if I wanted to, I could walk over in the middle of that party, and couldn't anybody say nothing, because it is a public beach. Little vendor over here. This is a taxi cab, a tuk-tuk, waiting for me to get a ride back to town. And again, a lot of people. It's just
non-stop.
So this is what happens to our postcard on the weekends. So now you see why I said there's two sides to living on a postcard. You've got what we have every day of the week, Monday through Friday basically, and then you've got this on the weekends. And it just continues to go down until the beach ends down here. As you can see, back in here, let's get back, keep going back up the road here. As you can see back up the road, there are more cars up there. Everywhere in through the beach here, the cars are parked behind the trees, up in the trees. Well, not up in the trees, but up behind the bushes. As you can see, cars, 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 and more cars. So our little haven here on Paradise Beach becomes public domain on the weekends. And I really don't blame anybody. I was young, was headed to the beach on the weekends, and what did some of you guys do on the weekends at the beach, right? Have a party at the beach, right? It's no different down here. Come weekend, these people have some of these people. This is their weekend vacation, and they come all the way from San Jose, 450 miles away, to come here for this one day. Leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive 4.5 hours to get over here to spend the afternoon here. Remember, it gets dark at 6 o'clock. So.
And it's 3 right now.
So the time on the beach is a lot shorter than the times that we have on the beach. But as you can see, it's just a continuous. Just a continuous. And it continues to go back and continues to go back.
As far as this road ends.
Until the road runs out back here at the river. But yeah, it looks a little more quiet back here, but it's quiet, but there's still just as many people. They're everywhere. Now let's head down to the other end of the beach, and we'll see what it looks like from down there. But it's probably going to be right about the same thing. It's going to be the same amount of people, don't you think, Candy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people down at this end, just as much as there are at this end, and there'll probably be more tour buses in the way down here. Okay, so we're going to head on down this way and down there. Oh, we normally. Down this road here, you can see the one bus down there, okay? Normally there's 3 or 4 buses. This is really a kind of a slow Sunday. What do you think, Kenny?
Yeah.
How many buses are there normally?
About 4 or 5.
Yeah. And it's just lined with cars, generally from here, starting right in through here, and going right up the left side of the street, sometimes both sides of the street. I just wanted to show you though, even though this is a popular beach, I just wanted to show you the contrast between the other beaches and the Postcard Beach, and then I think you'll understand what I mean by living on a postcard. It's got the one side and then the other side. So I showed you the last side the other day when I showed you the beaches and how they were pretty clear all week long, and then comes to the week, and what happens is the tour buses come in, the students come in for the school parties, the public has parties here. There's just all kind of stuff going on the beach, but it's generally right down in our end of the beach is where everything seems to be happening. So, like I said, we're going to show you this, and here's a popular spot for the most part, Air Bar and Grill, and still there's a few people, but nothing like it normally is. Again, the streets are empty. So we're gonna walk a little further down, and then I'm gonna.
And one of the buses did leave earlier.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the tour buses has already left. It left around noon, I think it was,
Yeah.
1 o'clock, something like that. But you can see there are people here, but
Not
it's,
like it normally has.
and not like it is on our end of the beach. Now we're only probably right now, what, 500 yards from our house?
Yeah, I'd say.
Maybe somewhere around there, 500-600 yards from the house. We're gonna walk on down. We're not gonna record the whole time down this empty street, but I just want to give you a good view of what the street looks like coming into where our place is. And then as we get closer to our beach, which will be just a few minutes from now, I'll start recording again, and we'll show you again the big contrast between here, okay,
And our beach.
and our picture perfect postcard, okay? That's like I say, don't get me wrong, there's quite a few people out on the beach.
Like they see they have lifeguards here.
And there are quite a few people out on the beach. But again, it's nothing like we've seen it for the past 6-8 weeks here. It seems every Saturday and Sunday. So we're gonna shut it off now, and I'll bring it back on in a minute, and we'll show you the other end of the beach, which is gonna be down past that red light down there. There we go. Now we've only walked maybe about 50 yards around the bend, and as you can see, this is what we're coming into, and this is about where it starts at. And you can see the cars.
It's all over.
And more still coming. And there's the crowds of people out scattered through the trees out on the edge of the beach. But no, it just never seems to end with the amount of people that come in during the weekend here. And like I said, I understand it. Most of them, the majority of them are coming from over the other side of the state, or the other side of the country, or at least to the middle of the country, San Jose, Escunza, and some of the other cities around there. And so this is their big weekend event. It's going to the beach. It reminds me of like in Michigan and the great migrations on the weekend for up north to the cabins. Everybody's heading up north on the weekends in Michigan. And here everybody's headed to the beach because they got the beach here. But as you can see, there's another bus there. There you go. Now we're right back. We're within 100 yards of our front gates or so, and here it's, as you can see in front of me, it's wall-to-wall cars. And it's a constant shuffle all day long. Some people come, stay for an hour or so, and leave. Other people's, and then right behind them, somebody else will come and get the same spot they were just at. It's just a revolving door of tourists here on the beach. Well, one thing's for sure, everybody's having a great time. And then that was, oh, look at, there's a nice wave. And isn't that what the beach is about? And a weekend out with the family and stuff is about just having a good time. But here we're coming up onto our part of the beach. Walking down our little road, and you can see from one side of the road to the beach right there, And here we are. We're back in front. You can see the vendor down there in the tent. That's in front of our gates, and the entire
She comes every weekend.
out in front of our gates. It's like this every week. And of course, then you can see that there's thongs everywhere, and some butts you want to see in a thong, some butts you don't want to see in a thong, some butts don't belong in a thong, but yet they're all here on this beach. And here we are back home again. And so we very seldom venture out onto the beach on the weekends because of this. During the week we have so much more privacy. It's just, I don't even mean privacy, I just mean so much more solitude. It's just so much more peaceful and alone up here. Alright guys, we're going to talk to you later, and you guys have yourself a great one. Later. Bye.